M. Night Shyamalan.
Manoj Shyamalan, known professionally as M. Night Shyamalan, is an Indian-American screenwriter, film director, and producer known for making movies with contemporary supernatural plots including The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, The Village and The Happening. He is also known for filming and setting his movies in and around Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where he was raised. Most of Shyamalan's commercially successful films were co-produced and released by the Walt Disney Studios Touchstone and Hollywood Film Imprints. In 2008, Shyamalan was awarded the Padma Shri by the Government of India.
Early life.
Shyamalan was born in a Hindu household in Puducherry, India. His father, Nalayat C. Shyamalan, is a Malayali and is a traditional physician, Vaidya, from R. His mother, Jayalakshmi, is a Tamil and is an obstetrician and gynecologist by profession. In the 1960s, after medical school, at the Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research in Pondicherry, and the birth of their first child, Vienna, his parents moved to the United States. His mother returned to India to spend the last 5 months of her pregnancy at her parents' home in Chennai. Shyamalan spent his first 6 weeks in Puducherry, and then was raised in Penn Valley, Pennsylvania, an affluent suburb of Philadelphia. Although Hindu, he attended the private Roman Catholic grammar school Waldron Mercy Academy, followed by the Episcopal Academy, a private Episcopal high school located at the time in Ryan, Pennsylvania. Shyamalan earned the New York University Merit Scholarship in 1988. Shyamalan is an alumnus of New York University's Tisch School of the Arts, in Manhattan, graduating in 1992. It was while studying there that he adopted Night as his second name. Shyamalan had an early desire to be a filmmaker when he was given a Super 8 camera at a young age. Though his father wanted him to follow in the family practice of medicine, his mother encouraged him to follow his passion. By the time he was 17, the Steven Spielberg fan had made 45 home movies. On each DVD release of his films, beginning with The Sixth Sense and with the exception of Lady in the Water, he has included a scene from one of these childhood movies which he feels represents his first attempt at the same kind of film.
Career.
Shyamalan made his first film, the semi-autobiographical drama Praying with Anger, while still a student at NYU, using money borrowed from family and friends. Shyamalan wrote and directed his second movie, Wide Awake. His parents were the film's associate producers. The drama dealt with a 10-year-old Catholic schoolboy, Joseph Cross, who, after the death of his grandfather, Robert Loggia, searches for God. The film's supporting cast included Dana Delany and Dennis Leary as the boy's parents, as well as Julia Stiles and Cameron Manheim. Wide Awake was filmed in a school Shyamalan attended as a child and earned 1999 Young Artist Award nominations for Best Drama, and, for Cross, Best Performance. Only in limited release, the film grossed $305,704 in theaters, against a $6 million budget. That same year Shyamalan co-wrote the screenplay for Stuart Little with Greg Brooker. In 2013, he revealed he was the ghostwriter for the 1999 film She's All That, a teen comedy starring Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel Lee Cook. However, this statement has come into question as the credited screenwriter for the film, Ali Fleming Jr., denied Shyamalan's involvement in a now-deleted tweet. Shyamalan gained international recognition when he wrote and directed 1999's The Sixth Sense, which was a commercial success and later nominated for 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director and Best Original Screenplay. In July 2000, on The Howard Stern Show, Shyamalan said he had met with Steven Spielberg and was in early talks to write the script for the 4th Indiana Jones film. This would have given Shyamalan a chance to work with his longtime idol, Steven Spielberg. After the film fell through, Shyamalan later said it was too tricky to arrange and not the right thing for him to do. Shyamalan followed The Sixth Sense by writing and directing Unbreakable, released in 2000, which received positive reviews. Shyamalan's name was linked with the 2001 film Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, but it conflicted with the production of Unbreakable. In July 2006, while doing press tours for Lady in the Water, Shyamalan had said he was still interested in directing one of the last two Harry Potter films. The themes that run through it. The empowering of children, a positive outlook. You name it, it falls in line with my beliefs, Shyamalan said. I enjoy the humor in it. When I read the first Harry Potter and was thinking about making it, I had a whole different vibe in my head of it. His 2002 film Signs, where he also played Ray Reddy, gained both critical and financial success. His next movie The Village, 2004, received mixed reviews from the critics, but turned out to be a financial success. After the release of The Village in 2004, Shyamalan had been planning a film adaptation of Jan Martel's novel Life of Pi with 20th Century Fox, but later backed out so that he could make Lady in the Water. I love that book. I mean, it's basically a kid born in the same city as me, it almost felt predestined, Shyamalan said. But I was hesitant because the book is kind of a twist ending. And I was concerned that as soon as you put my name on it, everybody would have a different experience. Whereas if someone else did it, it would be much more satisfying, I think. Expectations, you've got to be aware of them. I'm wishing them all great luck. I hope they make a beautiful movie. Released in 2006, Lady in the Water performed worse critically and financially. The film The Happening, 2008, was a financial success but also received negative reviews. In 2010, he directed The Last Airbender, based on the Nickelodeon TV show Avatar, The Last Airbender. It received extremely negative reviews in the United States and won 5 Razzie Awards, but it made nearly $320 million internationally at the box office. In July 2008, it was announced that Shyamalan had partnered with Media Rights Capital to form a production company called Night Chronicles. Shyamalan would produce, but not direct, one film a year for 3 years. The first of the 3 films was Devil, a supernatural thriller directed by siblings John and Drew Dowdle. The script was written by Brian Nelson, based on an original idea from Shyamalan. The movie was about a group of people stuck in an elevator with the devil, and starred Chris Messina. The film was not previewed by critics before its release, eventually receiving mixed reviews. Devil was not a blockbuster hit, but has become a commercial success relative to its budget. The next film in the Night Chronicles series will be called Reincarnate. It will be scripted by Chris Sparling and directed by Daniel Stamm. Shyamalan currently has 3 television projects in production and varied stages of development. The first, titled Proof, has been sold to the Sci-Fi Channel, the second is being developed with NBC reportedly titled Lost Horizon, and the third is an offbeat thriller titled Wayward Pines, adapted from the novel of the same name and will be made for FOX. Shyamalan announced in January 2014 that he would be working again with Bruce Willis on a film titled Labor of Love.
Sci-Fi Channel hoax.
In 2004, Shyamalan was involved in a media hoax with Sci-Fi Channel, which was eventually uncovered by the press. Sci-Fi claimed in its documentary special, The Buried Secret of M. Night Shyamalan, shot on the set of The Village, that Shyamalan was dead for nearly a half hour while drowned in a frozen pond in a childhood accident, and that upon being rescued he had experiences of communicating with spirits, fueling an obsession with the supernatural. In truth, Shyamalan developed the hoax with Sci-Fi, going so far as having Sci-Fi staffers sign non-disclosure agreements with a $5 million fine attached and requiring Shyamalan's office to formally approve each step. Neither the childhood accident nor the supposed rift with the filmmakers ever occurred. The hoax included a non-existent Sci-Fi publicist, David Westover, whose name appeared on press releases regarding the special. Sci-Fi also fed false news stories to the Associated Press and Zap to it, among others. A New York Post news item, based on a Sci-Fi press release, referred to Shyamalan's attorneys threatening to sue the filmmakers. The attorneys named were non-existent. After an AP reporter confronted Sci-Fi Channel president Bonnie Hammer at a press conference, Hammer admitted the hoax, saying it was part of a guerrilla marketing campaign to generate pre-release publicity for The Village. This prompted Sci-Fi's parent company, NBC Universal, to state that the undertaking was not consistent with our policy at NBC. We would never intend to offend the public or the press, and we value our relationship with both.
Personal life.
In 1993, Shyamalan married psychologist Bhavna Vaswani, a fellow student whom he met at NYU and with whom he has 3 daughters. His family resides in Willistown, Pennsylvania, near Shyamalan's usual shooting site, Philadelphia. His production company, Blinding Edge Pictures, is located in Berwyn, Pennsylvania. Shyamalan founded Blinding Edge Pictures, a film production company based in Berwyn, Pennsylvania. It has produced The Happening, Lady in the Water, The Village, Signs, Unbreakable and The Last Airbender. It is run by Knight and Jose L. Rodriguez. In 2012 the company started production on After Earth with Will Smith and Jaden Smith.
Criticism and controversy. Shyamalan twists.
With the exception of The Sixth Sense, a common criticism of Shyamalan's works is that they feature better direction than screenwriting. He has also been labeled a one-trick pony for his continuous use of the twist element in his screenplays. After the release of The Village, Slate's Michael Ager noted that Shyamalan was following an uncomfortable pattern of making fragile, sealed-off movies that fell apart when exposed to outside logic. On a May 31, 2008, interview with the London Independent, Shyamalan offered this answer to the question about his one-trick movies, that all my movies have twist endings, or that they're all scary. All my movies are spiritual and all have an emotional perspective.
Plagiarism accusations.
In 2004, Margaret Peterson Hodix noted that The Village has numerous similarities to her young adult's novel Running Out of Time, prompting discussions with publisher Simon & Schuster about filing a lawsuit. In response to both allegations, Disney and Shyamalan's production company Blinding Edge issued statements calling the claims meritless.
Awards and nominations.